they?
I don't think so.
Oh.
They've never been around long enough.
I don't know how long those have been in the fridge. I don't know, just looking at this drink, I feel like some maraschino cherries.
I know, I might drop one in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, set the fix the levels, so we back.
I think we're good right where we're at.
We're good?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to hook this up right here. And, yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lights, Camera, Cocktails. We are a podcast that pairs amazing cocktails with
amazing movies.
What's happening, sis? How you doing?
You know, I'm good.
You're looking good. I like that haircut.
Thank you.
I like that red lipstick.
Thank
You're looking all festive and things.
I'm ready to drink.
Wow, why are you getting all sexy for the people?
Well, you know, starting a new year.
Good evening, Papas.
Good Papas. I know, I wish I was like as cool as her. Oh, Lord.
Mrs. Barrett?
Yep. First off, I just want to say apologize for us having 2 weeks of missing us.
Oh, yeah, we missed you guys. How y'all doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And hear from you, except, you know, you're hearing from us.
Yeah.
Technically, this was my fault, people. I got sick as fuck right before we were supposed to record, and then we had some traveling plans, so we couldn't even get that episode in. So this is Happy Merry Christmas 2 weeks late.
Yes. I hope you guys all had a fun and safe Christmas. Mm-hmm. Even though you guys are done thinking about that shit.
Yeah, I think everybody's about ready for 2020. I am definitely ready for 2020.
2020.
Lights, Camera, Cocktails, and this is 2020.
2020. I am Barbara Wawa, and this is 2020.
Barbara Wawa.
Yeah, I'm going way back. You like that?
I forgot about her.
Barbara Wawa. I've been watching a lot of like old Saturday Night Live.
That's
lately.
really good.
Okay, so are you ready to drink?
I'm ready to drink. What are we drinking today?
Today we have the Gizmo.
I'm sorry. That's what it's called?
It's called the Gizmo.
That's cute.
Zenobia did not make this up.
Mm-hmm.
This was found on the interweb. So I have no idea how this is going to taste. So we're going to do 1 ounce amaretto liqueur.
Okay.
1 ounce Kahlua in a rocks glass with a gang of ice. So we got our fancy whiskey balls here. Whiskey ice. It doesn't say shake or anything. It just says put that shit in there. So that is how you make the Gizmo. So you might have this stuff already at your house and didn't even know this was a drink. Here it is.
Fuck yeah.
So let's try this. I'm ready.
It's already done?
It's 2
you've
ingredients.
Already added the Kahlua in there?
Everything's in there.
All right. Shit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers, Smashley.
I can sip it.
I feel like you would like this because it's really coffee.
It's chill. I like that. I will take it and run with it.
It ain't bad.
Not at all.
I'm down for this.
But I kind of want to toss a maraschino cherry in
Yeah, let me
there.
get one. That's what's missing.
Or two. And the juice.
Dang! The juice. I know, I do feel like
You know I like my shit sweet.
I want to add something to it.
Like some cherry liqueur.
you
Oh,
don't
look at
do
you
all
with
that-
your fancy bar right behind you at arm's reach, whatever you want to add.
Whatever you like. I think this will
Whatever
add.
drink you like.
I feel like that would add a little
What is that?
maraschino liqueur.
Oh, let me get
Luxordo.
a cap full. I know how you are.
I will even measure it out for you.
Look at you. All right, I'll take it. There we
Boom.
go. That's cute.
All right. How's that taste? Let's see.
Excuse me. We got Smashley in the
I like
background
that.
with a broken voice.
But she here. She got her Gizmo in the back.
But she's here and she's being supportive.
Mm-hmm.
She was all drunk and red at dinner already. She lied to me.
You putting her all on B like that.
Yeah. She drank my wine. Shoot. We pour ourselves a single glass of wine. We share it. And she drank it all. And she's like, I'm fine. Here, pour some more.
Yeah. She's just chilling on the couch.
Mm-hmm. She's so cute when she's drunk.
That's where the name Smashley comes from.
That's why we call her Smashley.
Okay, so I want a drunk name. How come I don't have like Chernovia. Don't work. Fuck.
Dude, that's not even a good joke, and she's laughing.
Thank you. Bottle of wine. I got one. Okay, so are you ready for some healthstory?
Yes, give me some health story.
I'm
all about healthy in 2020.
All right, well, let's take our medicine.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about amaretto.
Okay.
Something we throw in our drinks quite often. It's in one of your favorite drinks that I make you.
Oh, yes, it is. The Toasted Fisherman.
What is your favorite? Hold on.
It's either the Toasted Fisherman or the Goodfella.
The Goodfella was really good.
The Goodfella was really good.
And I think everybody for Christmas...
the sexual chocolate was damn good. Was good. The $5 milkshake was damn good.
I do make that one.
The red, white, and booze was damn good.
Perfect for that hot-ass day.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. I like anything with champagne in it. So I really dig my Rolling with the Homies and the Holiday Road one. Those were really fucking good. But you're right. That Toasted Fisherman... It's so good. It's so good. So
it's really good.
It is up there.
It's my go-to because it's simple ingredients.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to order a Goodfella more often, but how often do you come across limoncello? Of course, you said you can substitute it with lemon juice and simple syrup, but it's not the same.
It's not, but it's still good. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what, mister? Everybody for Christmas next year is getting their homemade limoncellos that nobody's making.
Really?
I'm gonna get it to everybody.
You gonna go my mom route?
Yeah.
Make everybody jam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jam and limoncello coming to the family this year. Okay.
I like that.
So we're gonna talk about amaretto.
Okay.
And its health benefits.
Give me that. Health benefits.
Most of them are made out of almonds or apricot pits.
Okay.
You say that 3 times. Man.
Apricot
pits. I've been drinking beer all day, though, you guys.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
So, those are some of the ingredients that are in ours. I don't know if I think ours is just almonds.
What?
I think it's just almonds, but I don't know. So it can lower your stress, and it can help you with anxiety. So if you're feeling a little anxious, pour some of this bad boy into your coffee or tea.
Genuine song? So anxious.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Meet me at 11:30.
Oh,
love the way you're talking dirty. Okay, you be getting me off track.
What's up, 2004?
Where were you at? Okay.
In those jeans.
So.
Any more room for me in those jeans? Isn't that the album?
Baby Prada, right? Baby fine. Uh-huh. I love the way you're wearing that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So Amaretto, yeah. So amaretto also reduces your risk of heart disease, which we find in a lot of the alcohols that we drink on the show.
Oh yeah.
And it can prevent strokes. So if not too many drunks be having heart attacks and strokes, apparently. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like a lot of
it's usually the workaholics that have the strokes.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the health stream that I do, those are like one of the 2 that are in there.
People that got a lot on their plate, like you see that Martin Short movie Clifford, making fun of his dad. Daddy is coming. Like, oh God, get this kid away from me! I swear to God, he's gonna fucking happen. Then they pawn him off on his brother. Yeah,
booze. So it can also lower your blood sugar levels for up to 12 hours.
Oh, not with all the shit we got in here.
Yeah, that's just what I got from... I don't know, you're right.
That was your phone.
I'm on silent.
I didn't get no notification.
Yeah, I'm on that silent tip.
Shit, that was me.
Ooh.
Smashly. That's her phone. She's Instagramming.
And so that's my house story
on the amaretto.
There you go.
I read it and then it got mixed up in my brain because it says D'Amore. So I was about to sing D'Amore.
D'Amore, amaretto. Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. So you want to tell them what movie you picked?
Did I pick this movie?
You sure did.
like a month ago.
Sure did.
We're doing Gremlins, people.
Yep.
I mean, you know what I realized is everybody knows what movie it is already.
I know, but I like to like introduce it.
That's true. Yeah.
Instead of just be like, oh yeah, we're doing Gremlins. Like you got to make it like, we doing Gremlins.
What's up, people? We doing Gremlins.
Bitch.
Gizmo Gaga.
Biatch. All right.
Oh my God. So we're still on the Christmas movies. This is a late installment.
It's late, but we here.
But we wanted to give it to you guys. We did our research and then I got sick. Shit.
Yeah. And he was like, do you still want it? I'm like, bitch, I did some research.
She filled in the book.
Yeah, it was highlighted and everything. I ain't wasting a page.
Movie.
So
I love this movie.
Here we go. You ready for the stats?
Mm-hmm.
Stats. Came out June 8th, 1984.
Okay.
This movie is also a PG movie. So we'll give you that.
Is it PG or PG-13?
It is PG.
Wow. Spielberg snuck
I don't
it
know how
by.
you did that. The budget was $11 million.
Mm-hmm.
In 2019 money, it is to $27 million.
That's it?
Yes.
Wow.
And it made $153 million, which in today's money is $379 million. Damn. So it made a lot of money.
Damn.
A lot more than I thought it made.
Uh-huh.
And I can't believe only $11 million for the budget. They must have not paid their fucking actors anything.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of like big name actors in this movie. They didn't go after like superstars of the time, even though some of them have become much bigger stars now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't. I don't know how they did that.
You want to hear you ready for Rotten Tomatoes?
Mm.
Critics, 84%.
Okay.
Audience, 78%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Zenobia, 75%.
Mm-hmm.
It is dated, and I haven't watched this in like 25 years until you picked it, and I was like, all right. I personally was more of a Gremlins 2.
You're all about the sequels.
We were literally just talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the sequels for some reason. I don't know why.
You feel like they didn't get it right the first time?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The second one was funnier than trying to like scare you.
What about The Hangover 2?
Ooh, no.
Okay.
I don't. Not all part twos.
Mm-hmm. What about Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I love saying the title, but I do like the first one better.
Uh-huh.
I do. 80s month is coming to you. I'm bringing one of the break-ins.
What about Crocodile Dundee 2?
It was decent. You should give it a watch, right? Is that what he said?
No, that's 3.
Oh, it's 3.
Watch Crocodile Dundee 3. It totally holds up.
It totally holds up. Exactly. I don't know. I don't think I've ever made it to 3. I did make it to 2.
I watched 2.
But now I want to watch part 3 if Marshall's dad said.
All right. Scoreboard.
All right.
I'll give 3. We'll give 3 a watch one of these days. Should we cover that on the show?
The first Crocodile.
If we ever do a like Crocodile Dundee movie, maybe we should start with 3 and work our way backwards. No, all right. I'm sorry. I
was
retract.
like, anytime I ask
we had
about
a whole
movie,
argument about this over dinner, and I was like, no, because
we have to start from the beginning
first. You wouldn't start with Bad Boys 2, would you?
I love Bad Boys 2.
More than Bad Boys 1?
Kinda. Will's finer in that one. And he's real fine in the first one. For the second one, he was just Mike Lowry. And I get
Gabrielle
Union. Who doesn't want that bitch?
Uh-huh.
Kissing on my man. Fuck that bitch. I'm just joking. I love her to death. I do. She's one of my faves. Are you ready?
For what?
The motherfucking drinking game.
Well, they're already. All right. Let's get it.
So grab your gizmo. Close.
I'm liking the gizmo.
Yeah. I kind of like it with the maraschino liqueur in there. Mm-hmm. You guys give that one a try. Just put like not even half. Yeah, just a
half
little bit. Okay, so you gonna take a sip when one of the 3 rules is broken.
Ooh.
So
what are the 3 rules?
Can't get them wet.
Don't get them wet.
Keep them out of sunlight because it'll kill them. And Don't feed them after midnight.
Never.
Never.
Feed them after midnight.
No matter how much they beg and cry, don't feed them bitches.
Why?
I don't know. I probably would give gifts because he's so cute. If he asked, I'd be like, yeah, you cutie.
He turns into a gremlin.
I know.
The fuck?
I know.
I don't want Gizmo to be a gremlin. Shit.
He just offsprings gremlins.
Uh-oh.
So you gonna take one simp when Christmas is said.
Okay.
It is said quite often, and I'm even gonna take it coming from songs.
Nice.
Because the opening song,
Have yourself.
it's Christmas. Isn't it?
Which one is it?
We're walking down Christmas. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Am I right?
That's the same song in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Exactly. It says Christmas.
That's the only line that I know.
So when you hear that line, take a simp.
Okay.
You gonna take one simp when the Gremlins kill someone.
Ooh.
Now I feel like technically you only see one killing, but I feel like
There's a few people that died.
the car crash of like the sheriffs, I feel like that's a death.
Yeah.
The old bitchy lady with the cats that she goes through.
Deagle.
Yeah, I feel like she wasn't gonna survive that one, so I'm gonna count these as deaths, even if it's not.
Shit, she bitches about her heart from a dog barking at her.
Oh, my heart. I have a weak heart.
Evil bitch.
Like, evil lasts forever, man. So she's around. So you gonna take one simp when one of the dad's inventions doesn't work. So this is the egg cracker. This is the.
Did I hand that one to you?
No.
I didn't give you that one?
No, man. This
Okay.
is weeks ago.
Weeks ago, didn't I give you that one? I think we were talking about it.
Well, it's a good one.
I don't know.
They be breaking down. I'm gonna take his smokeless ashtray.
Smokeless ashtray does not work.
His bathroom buddy.
The orange juice machine.
Orange juice. The coffee machine. None of that shit.
None of it.
Nah. His card counting thingy. All that shit be breaking. So anytime you see any of that, take a sample.
How does he have $200 to spare on a Christmas gift?
He's
when
passing
all
out
his
money
shit
like
breaks?
fucking all the. I don't know. Because he has that one good one, the kitchen buddy. He sold that one.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think. He had that one good invention.
Gotcha.
You take one simp when a gremlin gets killed.
Damn.
Get ready.
What? Does it count when they all die in the movie theater?
I'm going to take that as one simp.
One good, long simp.
Yeah. You don't have to finish your drink, but I want you to feel that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the deaths of them. You take your
One
drink.
for my homies.
When the mom is fucking putting them in blenders and all that shit. Mom be getting them. Love her.
Mom wasn't fucking around.
Was not fucking around.
No, she got him. Until she got attacked by a Christmas tree.
I know. Okay, so you're going to take one simp when Mogwai is said.
Mogwai.
Yep, and that
Gizmo's
comes
cute
from
little
Gizmo and the people in the store, and when the dad explains it. Anytime you hear it, take a simp.
Okay.
You're going to take a simp when you see Stripe.
Okay. Little motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I love when he's like looking out the window when it all blows up and he has a candy in his mouth and he's like, ah! Like he's all pissed. Everybody blew
My
up.
offsprings. You know how much that hurt?
He's like, dang, I had to jump in a pool for that shit.
Stripe's crazy.
He crazy. So you take a sip when I know. That was pretty good. You're going to take a simp when Randall gives his sales pitch. He even pitches his son when he's trying to tell him about the fucking bathroom.
Let's say you're late for the big meeting.
He's like, dude, I work at a bank. I don't know big meetings.
I mean,
I don't know. He's a teller.
he can move up in the bank.
He could. The douchebag dude's moving up. So I don't know.
Judge Reinhold. We'll talk about him.
So you're going to finish your drink when Billy gets Gizmo. So when he opens the box and he gets Gizmo, you finish your drink.
Woof woof. Hello, woof woof.
Oh my goodness. I always wanted
Gizmo's
a Gizmo.
adorable,
I always
dude.
wanted a Gizmo. You gonna finish your drink when the gremlins are in the pool.
Oh,
So when Billy walks in and he sees them in there, finish that drink. Cause
Well, he doesn't walk in and see them in there.
He walks in and the pool is like glowing and has smoke coming out of it, and he's like, "Fuck."
He walks into the pool area.
Yeah.
Stripe cuts the shit out of him and knocks him down.
Oh, yeah.
And then jumps on him and hops into the pool.
Yep.
And then like Billy's like reaching after him, like, no.
Too late, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you finish your drink.
Okay.
You gonna finish your drink when Strike gets killed.
Fuck yeah.
So when he goes
Gizmo
down,
kills his ass.
His death is very gross.
I love it.
You got anything to add?
I would say, what can you do with this one? Not really. That's a thick drinking game as is. You got a lot of things covered.
Okay.
Yeah, take a drink every time you hear the word yum yum.
Ooh, okay,
You hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
I want fucking food. All right.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
That's all I'll add to it. That's a good one.
All right. Well, that's the motherfucking drinking game. Yes, sir. All right. Well, let's dive into this movie.
So we're going to speed through this shit because there's a lot of characters and a lot of coverage. And I'm sorry in advance that we didn't talk about the one fun fact that you wanted us to talk about because there's a lot of them.
No, I talked about it. You just don't know yet.
No, because you know that I know that you know
I meant something.
that you had a fun fact.
I did. I know.
So Gremlins was directed by Mr. Joe Dante.
Mm-hmm.
However, it was produced by Steven Spielberg, purchased by Steven Spielberg. For some reason, Spielberg, he loves these like horror, not even horror, but like scary ass movies that are like, I don't know how to place them, sci-fi / scary things that like creep out small kids.
Yeah.
He's got a taste for that type of movie.
He puts his little spin on this. Mm-hmm. Do you know he makes a cameo?
Yes, he does.
Oh, yes, he does.
I don't know what that word was. Yes, he does.
Oh, yes, he does. So he makes a small cameo. If you blink, you're going to miss it at the Inventor Conference. Mm-hmm. When Randall's on the phone to the wife telling him, like, oh, it's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be around here. Mm-hmm. The guy riding by on this weird ass like bike thing. He has like a cast on.
Yeah, they call it like the wheelchair or something like that.
Wheelchair. He has like a TV in front of him. That's Spielberg. Mm-hmm. He does a nice little lap, and you see him coming around the end. And there he is. And I love that, like, if you pay attention to the time machine in the back. Did you pay attention to that?
No.
While he's on the phone, there's a time machine, and the guy's like standing there, and he's like, "Oh, look, oh," and then it like cuts to like the mom. And then it cuts back to the invention, and it's gone, and it's just smoke, and people are standing there looking around like, whoa, where'd it go?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I wasn't even looking at
I
the background.
love it.
Shit.
It makes me happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Spielberg and Joe Dante are friends or what, but he gave this movie to Joe Dante to direct because at the time he was directing Indiana Jones. So he didn't have time to make this movie.
But do you know who he asked first?
Who did he ask first?
Let
me guess. George Lucas.
No.
He was busy?
No, another one that we've talked about.
Coppola.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton
Was offered the role to direct early on, but he turned it down because he had never done a feature film before. He'd only done shorts, and he was like, "This is too. I think this is gonna be too much for me."
Really?
Which it probably would have been too much, especially having like the animatronics of like these fucking weird ass shit or puppets or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been a big take.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute
as well, but he was first supposed to do it.
I will say that Joe Dante has made some great movies. Yeah. He's also responsible for Small Soldiers.
Yes.
From the late 90s.
Yeah, we talked about that during Jingle All the Way.
Mm-hmm. The Tommy Lee Jones movie. Mm-hmm. Inner Space. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, that's a good 80s movie where the guy, it's Ant-Man in the 80s.
He gets small?
He gets crazy small and he ends up in somebody's body.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like the Magic School Bus.
Small.
Just going through the body.
Mm-hmm. And Joe Dante's still around. He's been directing Hawaii Five-0 a lot, and
the new one,
MacGyver, and like he does a lot of TV directing as well as producing, and he still makes movies here and there, but he hasn't had a hit in a little while.
Well, he said that this movie was not a Christmas movie. He didn't want it to be a Christmas movie because after Christmas, nobody wants to see a Christmas movie. So
so they released it in the summertime.
So it was released in the summertime, which is probably why the numbers were so big on it, because there was nothing really like this going on.
Smart man.
Even though it is heavily Christmas.
It is surrounded by Christmas.
People say it, the music, it's just...
Everything.
Everything. So
everything.
It technically still is a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
It is. It's just a dark one.
That's like saying that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas some people movie. Say that. I don't know who.
A lot of people say it.
A lot of people say it, though. Can I give you another fun fact about him and Steven?
Sure.
So the studio told Joe and Steven Spielberg, after seeing the first cut of this movie, that there was too many gremlins in it.
What?
Yeah. That's exactly what Steven Spielberg said. He's like, okay, how about this? What if we cut them out all together and call it People? Pretty much like a fuck you, bitch. Like, I'm not cutting any of this stuff out.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a funny little tidbit. They're like, there's just too many. You should cut them. And he's like, what if I just, cut them all? We just have another fucking movie just about people.
Yeah.
In a town.
Why don't you just leave the creative side to the creatives, dumbass?
I don't think anyone says anything Steven anymore.
Producers just want to just put their fingers in it just for the sake of putting things in it, even when they have a great movie. It's like, I made a contribution. Make the contribution of things running smoothly. Make sure the money keeps coming. Make sure we have enough people on set so that nobody gets hurt.
Well, I mean, if the executive producer is Steven Spielberg, I will take your little whatever you want to add into the movie, your little cameo.
I'm talking about like Steven Spielberg is the studio. Steven Spielberg is a creative who happens to produce.
Yep,
he knows what the hell he's doing.
He do. But that's why I feel like why y'all.
If you've never directed a movie before, if you've never worked below the line, you have no business. Like, if you've never written a script, if you've never edited, if you've never worked behind the camera, if you've never worked sound, if you've never worked the crafty table, you should not have input on what's happening. If all you've done is figured out how to get the money, you should not have input on the creative side.
But it's your money.
Yeah. And you're entrusting it to these people. Yeah. And you get majority of the stake at the end.
Yeah. That's true.
You're giving input where it's not your field of expertise.
Yeah.
Now I'm just upset.
Well, I'll give you a fun fact to make you feel better. How's this? So the first time you see the movie theater, on the marquee, it says the movie's names are A Boy's Life and Watch the Sky. The Skies. Do you...
I know A Boy's Life. I don't know what Watch the Sky is.
Okay, well... Both of these were working titles for E.T. and Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Nice.
So he puts his little spin on his shit.
That's a good one. I like that.
You know who wrote this, right?
Who wrote it?
Christopher Columbus.
I know that.
It's not Christopher Columbus.
No, it's Chris Columbus.
It is Chris Columbus.
And he is... We've talked about him already.
We just talked about his movie, and we just talked about him...
In what? What the hell was it?
In our last movie. Was that?
Shit.
It's been a minute.
No, it's been a minute.
But do you want me to tell you?
Yes. Rent.
We talked about him in Rent.
What else?
He directed Home Alone, remember? And he was supposed to direct...
That's right.
Christmas Vacation.
That's what it is. Okay.
Well, before all those, he wrote this.
Shit.
So he is the writer of this. Christopher Columbus. And... apparently, this is supposed to be a darker movie,
than what it was.
Than way more than what it was.
It was still pretty dark, but they had to get the audience.
Yeah, I mean there was a couple things.
See, that's the concession that the creatives make.
Right.
They're like, all right, we'll dial it down so that you get the numbers and we make the money and this, that, and the other. But you can't take the Gremlins out, dumbasses. It's called Gremlins.
So Chris' original version had
No studio's ever going to want to work with me.
Not if you're the director, I guess. the Gremlins, he had the Gremlins kill the dog, kill the mom, cut her head off.
Whoa!
Throw it down the stairs. Like, that was some of what was in the original script. I don't know how he got that made. I mean, he even signed off on that. But
shit.
Our director, Joe, was like,
nah.
Let's pull back a little bit and make it a little more family friendly. Mm-hmm. And I think that was a good idea because
that was smart.
It not only helped this movie, but it made the second one even more family friendly.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One of my favorite characters. You go cut her head off and throw her down the damn stairs? Ain't about it.
I got you. Well, somebody that we do have to mention is Mr. Chris Wallace. Mm-hmm. Special effects and makeup, yo. Mm-hmm. He is the creator of the Gremlin and creature, animatronic, whatever you want to call it. He is the person who actually created the mold for that character. And damn, are they ugly.
When they're gremlins. But when they're
gremlins.
Like little fucking
When they're Mogwai,
gizmos.
they're adorable. Tell me something. Like, why is Gizmo so nice and yet his offsprings are so mean? I have a theory about this, and I think it's because it's an unnatural birth.
Okay. All right.
You know
I like that.
Like, Gizmo, I think, was made the old-fashioned way.
Like by
sex.
Yes. Mogwai sex. I think it's
Mogwai sex.
I think it's because
good old fashioned Mogwai sex.
He had an owner that was a good trainer. Like, you know, there's people who have dogs, but if they don't train their dogs just run around, just do what dogs would do. But if you train them like Robin, where you could like call the bitch, she gonna come and she not gonna run off and stuff, then they're more domesticated.
Sure.
I think that he's more domesticated. But
tell me how they're all born evil. Like, there's dogs that are born and they're born happy and like jolly and just, you know, happy dogs.
Let me give you
they're all born evil.
Maybe this will help you.
Okay.
So the original draft, Strike is what Gizmo turns into when you like get him wet, or after you get him wet or feed him or whatever. That he turns into him.
Oh, Gizmo turns into Strike.
Like, not like he offsprings him. Like, that's his alter ego.
Oh, shit.
Kind of deal. Okay. And so that was
Dr.
the
Jekyll
original. Yeah, that was the original. But Spielberg was like, oh, we can't do that.
No.
Because the audience is going to look at it, Gizmo, and think he's so cute.
You got to think of the merchandise.
Yeah, and they don't want half the movie
to hate Gizmo.
Then you're going to have to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cut. So maybe it's just like, because when they were Mogwais, they weren't that bad. I mean, he was bad, but I mean,
they hung the dog outside.
I think that was him. That's because he was the leader. They were just bumbling idiots. If he wasn't there and they just followed Gizmo, they'd probably be chilling in the bed looking at 3D comics too.
Not necessarily, because you remember the Mogwai that offsprings at the school, and he kills Mr. Harris.
But I feel like once they eat after midnight, then they're totally fucked.
Yeah.
If you get them in that Mogwai where they're furry, then you have a better chance.
Maybe. You got the dumbass one in part 2. It's like,
ooh, I like that he's a dopey. Yeah.
Well, Chris Wallace is Oscar-winning special effects and makeup man. He won Oscar for The Fly.
Yep.
He also did Virtuosity in 95 with your boy Denzel and Russell Crowe. Mm-hmm. You know, he did a lot of things. One thing he did not do is Gremlins 2.
Right.
That was Mr. Rick Baker.
Who is amazing.
Oh, straight up, like, wow.
I think they asked him to do this one too, and he was like, "No, I don't
was
really."
Busy?
Yeah, I think he had something else to do.
Okay, I got you.
But Chris, He only designed Gizmo to do Gizmo things before, like, he wasn't going to be in the movie that long because he was supposed to turn into
A gremlin.
a gremlin.
Uh-huh.
So he only programmed him to do so many things, but then once they changed the script, then they needed him for the whole movie.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
they had to like figure out how to get Gizmo to do what they needed him to do.
Yeah.
Apparently it was a pain in the ass.
Great fucking job though.
Yeah. He's so
Dude,
cute.
because he's straight up adorable.
Just like
And yeah, it's all animatronic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no CGI in this movie, people. Puppets.
It's 84.
I love puppets.
Hey, man.
I like Kermit. I love Fraggle Rock.
I love
Snuffleupagus. Fuck my shit up.
Fuck my shit. Oh, it's like I like Miss Piggy. She's my favorite. She be cray cray. But yeah.
Now I was bringing it back to an old movie.
I see. I'm seeing you. I feel you.
You all are fucked.
Oh Lord! All right, come on.
I'm here.
You are here.
Can we start from the beginning?
It's a very good place to start. All right. I'll give you.
Are you throwing a fun fact? I thought you had something to say there.
I got something for you. You ready? Kingston Falls,
What's that?
the town of the Gremlins.
Okay.
It may look familiar to you
Sounds familiar.
because it is the same set as Hill Valley
Nice.
from Back to the Future, which
Pasadena.
came out a year after.
Okay.
So it was supposed to be, because this came out in 84.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So 85 is when Back to the Future 1 comes out.
I need you to get me back to the year 1985.
Who's the president?
Ronald Reagan.
The actor? We will do that
Who's
movie.
vice president? Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, so apparently this was known as the Gremlins set for a year. And then it was named the Back to the Future set. So at the beginning of the movie where they have the sign and they have like the square, that's where the clock tower is. And that's where you like skateboards and the whole town. Obviously, this is all Universal if you know anything about Back to the Future.
Oh, I've been driving past that back lot for like 3 months straight.
Because I'm back in time.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
So we're going to speed through these people, but somebody I do not want to skip over is Mr. I believe he's pronounced Kai Luke.
Okay.
He plays the old man in the store.
Okay.
My man was born
The real owner.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My man was born in 1904.
Ot 4?
Ot 4.
Damn.
Yeah. Lived to be 87 years old. And passed away January 12th, 1991.
Okay. So
In that time, he did 242 movies.
Dang.
My dude has been acting since 1937.
Damn. Was he in a silent movie or something?
He was in silent movies. He watched film evolve through his lifetime. Yeah, absolutely.
So what would we know him from?
Gremlins.
Okay. And?
Gremlins 2.
That's right, because he gives him the... Wait, he's not in Gremlins 2, is he?
He is in Gremlins 2. In the beginning, remember, he dies.
He dies, and the grandson...
That's how...
grandson gives him Giz, right?
No, he doesn't give him Giz. There's like an earthquake or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Gizmo has to travel to the city to find Billy.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I thought that the grandson gave it to me. He's like, my grandpa died. You want this?
Well, he's also known mostly for movies in the early 30s, like Phantom of Chinatown and Charlie Chan at the Race. Like, those are the type of movies that he did way back when.
Are those Hollywood movies?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so he was out
These
there.
These Charlie Chan movies, he did a number of them. He also did one called Charlie Chan at Monte Carlo.
Hey.
Yeah. I think he was Charlie Chan, matter of fact.
Well, if he's in all of them, unless he's the sidekick. He,
You know what else he did?
What?
The Golden Girls. Yes, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. Now you
Season 2, episode 8. He plays.
I'm writing this down.
Toshiru Mitsumo.
Season 2,
Episode 8.
episode 8. Everybody tonight, after you're done listening to this, we're all going to watch it together. So.
Guess what else he did? Sidekicks. Yeah, with Ernie Reyes Jr.
Okay, so
he's done a lot.
He's done a lot.
A hell of a lot.
He was a minority working in Hollywood in the 30s. Like, that is brava.
Mm-hmm. He's also the voice of Han in Enter the Dragon.
He does the voice.
He does the voice of Han.
Huh. Okay.
So I'm going to find out about these Charlie Chan. He's not Charlie Chan. He plays Lee Chan.
His brother.
I'm assuming his brother. Yeah, he plays Lee Chan in all the Charlie Chan movies.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is Jackie Chan in any of these?
No, it was way before his time.
Oh,
these were
you're
made
right.
in 1936, 37. So that is, I believe it's pronounced Kai. Keye.
Cobra Kai.
No.
Kai.
This is season 3. They're coming out with season 3,
Look
yo.
at you.
Ashley's very excited. That is Mr. Kai Luke. And, yeah, he had a great life and was a wonderful actor for many, many years.
Damn.
Yeah. Gremlins 2 was one of his last movies.
Well, yeah, because that came out in 90?
90, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a short film that came out in 2012 called Kai Luke in memory of.
I wish I knew that. I would have watched that.
I want to check it out.
And I would have had tons of fun facts about this fool.
Mm-hmm.
But we will talk about him in another one. He's been in so many goddamn
Been
movies.
a lot of stuff, yeah, for sure. If we ever talk about Golden Girls.
Oh, we will.
We will?
Yes. I would love to make you watch all of 6 seasons. I think it's 6. I would love to.
Check him out in The Green Hornet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
In the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did he look like when he wasn't old?
When he wasn't old, handsome dude. Check him out.
Oh, he is handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
You know who he looks like? He looks a little bit like, what's his name? The dad from, what is that movie? What is that show with Constance Wu? Fresh Off the Boat.
Fresh off. He does kind of look like him.
He resembles the dad from Fresh Off the Boat.
I love that show.
And now, in here, he just looks like Pai Mei with that beard.
Is that beard and the weird eye?
Yeah.
He do.
I don't know what that one's from, but...
I'm feeling him.
Anyway, yeah, we appreciate Mr. Kai Luke, and he did a great job in this.
Thank you for your service.
And when he is in the movie and he's talking to Gizmo, babe, is he speaking Mandarin or Cantonese? He's speaking Cantonese. And what's he saying?
At the end?
Yeah.
He's saying, who's a good boy? Do you want to go home?
Yeah, he's saying, who's a good boy? Do you want to go home?
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Gizmo's so happy to see him.
He's
like,
really
thank
happy to
God
see
you
him.
come get me from these fucking white people.
Mm-hmm.
They keep putting water on me and feeding me and shit. I got a fun fact for you. Since we're talking about that. In Cantonese, Mogwai means devil, demon, or gremlin.
Holy shit. And that's no accident, I'm sure.
No accident. Apparently, the whole idea came from a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Where Bugs Bunny is in World War II.
Yep.
And he's in a plane and he's reading a book about what a gremlin is and how gremlins jump into the pilot's planes and will crash them. This is kind of like what the neighbor was saying about how don't trust them. You know, they come into our equipment. You remember
Yeah, they
these
send
drunk
them over in your machines and your cars.
in your cars. That's what he's.
That wouldn't happen with American cars. Freaking guy.
I know. So there's that
Futtermans.
connection. Apparently, they were supposed to play that Bugs Bunny cartoon at the beginning of the movie.
Uh-huh.
Because it's a Warner Brother movie.
Okay.
And for some reason it didn't work out that way.
Maybe it didn't help the story. Sometimes it doesn't.
It kind of introduces you to what a gremlin is if you didn't know what it was.
For sure. But
'Cause
that
I do remember the cartoon, not like 100%, but when I saw clips of it, I was like, oh, I remember this one. So I don't know.
Well, you said to speed past some people, so we're gonna do a flyby on Mr. Judge Reinhold because we're definitely talking about him in some other movies.
He barely in this.
Yeah, but you can't discount him because he's such a big actor.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say dick. Yeah,
No, I mean he's an asshole in this, but
because he's such a big dick.
dude, he's coming fresh off of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Actually, there's like, if I'm not mistaken, like 3 people that were in Fast Times at Ridgemont High that are in this movie.
Who's the third?
I think it's like unaccredited. I can't remember who it is. But yeah, we know the 2.
I think that he's a big.
We definitely know the 2.
He must have been a big star by this time because Fast Time fucking
came out 2 years prior.
and that was a big ass movie.
Fuck yeah, and he was really good in it.
Can I tell you a fun fact about that real quick? Just a really fun fact.
What's that?
That Spicoli wearing Vans saved Vans. Basically, it was free publicity and it blew it up because Vans is basically, we would have just got it here in SoCal because it's a surfer skater line back in the late 70s, early 80s or whatever.
Really? Okay.
And him putting those on is because
that's why everybody bought them.
Sean Penn was like, no, if we're going to get like a real surfer California dude, these are the shoes that he would wear.
Yeah.
And it's the classic checkerboard,
You
slip-on
dick.
Vans. Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool?
That's fucking awesome.
I learned that like last week and I was like, oh shit.
That's really
man,
cool. We gotta do that
lucky.
movie. That fucking movie.
Yup.
Okay.
Right. But yeah, he's in this.
Judge Reinhold. What is his name? Gary or Garrett?
Douchebag.
Douchebag for sure. He is the assistant manager of the bank.
Kiss ass.
Straight up kiss ass. I like when he's in the bar and he's talking to Billy, and then all of a sudden Phoebe Cates comes by and he's like, hey, you haven't seen my new apartment. She's like, I haven't seen your old apartment. You ain't getting no play, dude.
Yeah.
Even though you fantasized about her in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Once again, he gets shut down by Phoebe Cates.
I know. I hope they really did it in real life just because he never gets to in a movie.
I mean, apparently she is the nicest person.
She seems
but
it.
After Fast Times at Ridgemont High, this is according to Billy, Zach Galligan, guys were intimidated by her because of that scene.
Because they seen her tatas.
Because she got some nice ones too.
I mean, then I don't know what they look like now,
dude.
but hell yeah, in that red bathing suit.
Yeah, and I thought she did a hell of a job in this movie.
I did too. I did too.
But apparently, like, she would like hang out at bars or like go out with friends or whatever, and guys would recognize her, but they would recognize her for Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's Phoebe Cates over there. Oh my God, are you serious? Go talk to her." Like, no, you go talk to her.
I'll go talk to her.
She's so approachable and nice, apparently, but these guys were all intimidated by her because she portrayed this character, and she's like, I don't know. They put her on this pedestal.
That's what happens.
Sure.
I'm sorry, man.
It does. Apparently,
you guys can't really.
Apparently,
handle...
there's a lot of famous actresses right now who are single and on like Bumble and shit. Weren't we just talking about this? Sharon Stone.
It's like, look, when you're a powerful,
a number of people,
strong woman, and you don't need no man, you just want a man. It's intimidating to guys, and we're to the point where they feel like, oh, well, I'm not going to talk to her.
Fellas, get over yourselves. Get
over your fucking self.
That's exactly the type of woman you want. The one that doesn't need you, but wants you. Shit.
That's all it is. I'm just saying. As being a strong woman myself, I deal with this on a daily basis.
I'm sorry.
Sucks, man.
I mean, that door swings both ways, but we ain't going.
Yeah, but I'm not intimidated by no dude.
You may not be, but there's a whole lot of women that are.
True.
You know. Another high school movie celebrity, Mr. Nicky Katt. You know Nicky Cat.
You know Nicky Cat.
Yes, we already talked about him in Dazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah.
He's in this movie. He plays one of the students at the school. He's like an extra. Makes this little surprise cameo.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't even look for that.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious because I love him in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He's the one that talks real fast and like flirts with the teacher and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be extra discreet. You know, I'm already 18.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's right. I fucking love that. It's like, man, did you steal the beer? I paid for the beer, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Nicky Cat is in this as a student at the school.
You know who else makes a cameo? Well, not a cameo, but who's in this?
Who's that?
What's his name from Breaking Bad? Mike. Is that his name?
Mike.
Do you watch Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Who's in here?
Do you watch Breaking Bad?
I have, yeah.
I think his name is his name Mike?
Who?
He like works with Walter, as in like he's like the security or like the.
Oh, what season is that? That's later in the seasons. I don't know.
Damn, Gina.
Either way, we're moving on to Mr. Glenn Turman.
He's on You Better Call Saul too. Anyway,
okay,
but he plays one of the cops. He plays the younger cop.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that far. I got to like season 4 or something like that.
He's in there.
Well, I don't know.
Now I'm gonna look, motherfucker. Go ahead.
Well, shit, you go do
I'm
that.
gonna
I'm gonna talk about Mr. Glenn Turman, who plays the professor at school, Mr. Hansen.
Only black guy in town.
Only black guy. Dies first. Big surprise there.
I was shocked.
So Glenn, yeah, that's too bad, man. Like he's right there, and he's got that Snickers bar. I'm not gonna lie, the Snickers bar looks good.
Would you kill him for it?
I mean, it's a gremlin, you know. They kill you for laughs.
They
Crazy
do.
bastards.
Like, come on, good boy.
Tell me why he walks away with the bag of chips and leaves the sandwich. Who leaves the sandwich and eats the chips?
There wasn't that many. He only took like 2 bites out of that sandwich.
He only took 2 bites out of the sandwich. Jonathan Banks. Oh, I know him.
He plays the young cop.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has hair.
You're right. And tells him to dim the lights.
He has hair. And he's also a Beverly Hills Cop, too, I believe. The first one. He's like one of the dudes that throws him out the window and shit.
I see. I got you.
But yeah, that one threw me off when I saw him. I was like, dang, this movie got everybody in it.
Did I beat you? Shit.
You want to know?
Go. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah. I thought we were simping.
I was simping. Apparently, you've been talking more than me. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm just like...
I'm listening. I'm a good listener. I listen like this.
Clink, clink, clink.
Well, you know what I love Glenn Turman in lately? He works opposite of Miss... what is her name? Oh, my God. Kristen Bell. And my dude... What the... It's totally escaping me right now.
Christian Bale.
No, Kristen Bell and House of Lies.
Oh, okay. With Don Cheadle?
Don Cheadle. Why is his name escaping me? Because I already had my first drink.
Keep going.
He plays Don Cheadle's dad in House of Lies.
Oh, okay.
You never seen it?
Yeah, I didn't make it through the whole...
That's a good ass show.
Whatever, bitch. You didn't finish Breaking Bad, one of the greatest shows of all time.
You know how I'm about pacing.
Yeah, but if you wait, it's worth it.
Okay.
At least I think.
Well, either way. For some reason, he's got special thanks in Dolomite Is My Name. So I think he had a hand in that.
Okay.
I don't know what his hand was. He's not in the movie.
He's not in the movie.
No, but they wanted to thank him for something.
He's been acting for a long time. Maybe he was like, hey, I was around these fools.
Yeah, maybe he was a consultant on the first one or something like that. I don't know. Let's take a look. See if we can't find out why he was in Stella.
What else was he in?
How Stella got her groove back.
Yeah, but that's not what I see him in. Like, there's like one thing, but I can't.
Is there something that you're trying to find that you can't think of?
I can't think.
You know
of
what he was in? Cooley High.
That's it. There we go.
Is that what you were trying to think
he
of?
He was a young ass motherfucking. Yes. Okay.
You recognize him now.
Yeah.
You know they're redoing that, right? Cooley High.
Is it gonna at least be set in that time? Hopefully.
I don't know. I know the writer.
All right.
Yeah. Writer is Mr. Seth V. Rosenfeld. He used to be the artistic director of my theater company.
Okay.
Also responsible for what the hell is that Netflix show? The Get Down.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, hell of a writer. Great fucking guy. Beautiful man. But yeah, he is rewriting Cooley High.
All right, I'm down. Love
I think
it.
we talked about him before. We got to get him on the show one of these days.
I want to be the girl
when we do Sunset Park.
Okay. I want to be the girl who throws a party and is pissed that everyone's at her party, and she's like, "You fucking at my mama's couch." Shit, you remember? I like her. She's funny.
Okay. See, we're not speeding past these people like we promised.
All right, next.
Polly Holiday.
It's a Polly holiday with Mary.
It is not a Polly Holiday with this bitch. Mrs. Deagle.
Yeah.
Polly Holiday is Mrs. Deagle, and damn, do I hate her.
Well, her character is supposed to be based
money. I want your dog.
Yeah.
Crazy ass.
It's supposed to be based off of what was his name in
Mommy Dearest?
No.
The Grinch?
No.
Scrooge?
No.
Ooh.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh.
The mean banker dude who
I got you.
Keeps the money and shit. She's supposed to be like a mixture of him. I can't remember what his name is, but him and the evil witch from the Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And your little dog too.
That's kind of how I saw her.
Yeah, that she should be coming in on a bike.
Yeah.
Because she's like coming down the street, and people are like, "Hey."
Yeah, for sure.
And she's like, "Today sucks. You suck. Get out of my face." Like kind of shit.
Okay. Well, she also she's done a bunch of movies like The Heartbreak Kid with Ben Stiller.
Okay.
She did The Parent Trap, 1998, Lindsay Lohan version. Was that was Lindsay Lohan, wasn't it?
98, yeah. So
98.
So who is she in that?
Marva Culp. I don't know who that is.
Oh, I know who she is. She runs the camp. She's the old lady who runs the camp.
Oh, yeah. She's the one that has them like jousting and shit. Mm-hmm. Or not jousting.
Not jousting, but she's
fencing.
Like the old lady.
She's also Gloria in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Gloria.
She's the housekeeper after Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh.
You know, so she's done a hell of a lot of movies. And
yeah.
So has Mr. Dick Miller.
Dick Miller.
Not
Dick
Nick.
that.
Not to be confused with Nick Miller from that fucking white girl show. I don't remember it.
What white girl show?
It's Jess.
Oh, the new girl.
New girl. I
don't
couldn't
even
think
watch
of it.
that damn
Dude,
show.
What the fuck did you put in that drink?
I don't know, but I'm about to get us some more ice.
I can't get
one.
my thoughts together.
Well, get them together.
Getting them together.
As I get us some more ice.
Dick Miller is Mr. Futterman. So, Mr. Futterman, he's the dude who believes in gremlins until he actually sees one. And he's like, oh shit, it's a real fucking gremlin. It's coming to kill me in my own house. He's drunk as shit at the bar, and he's talking about the Great War, World War II, WWII, capital.
He knew about that shit.
So he plays Mr. Futterman in the first one as well as the second one. I like him in the second one when he brings Billy a pie. And he's like, hey, we brought you a pie. The missus baked you a pie, but somebody sat on it on the bus. So he sadly passed away as well. He passed away last year, actually.
Oh, dang.
January 30th, 2019.
I don't think it's gonna
That's
work.
all right. It'll evaporate. It'll get there. Yeah.
His
A
character
year ago.
was supposed to die. And
They just liked him so much
they
that they brought
liked
him back.
so much
He was
that they
great.
were like, we can't kill him and his wife. They're just too damn cute.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So that's how he made it a part 2.
Okay. Well, he's been in a number of things, including The Terminator, The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm curious how you're going to pour this shit.
I don't think that's going to work.
I don't think it's going to work. You got to pour it from the side. There you go. Look at you. Figuring out your life. So, 121 movies in his lifetime. That is nothing to frown about. Did Looney Tunes back in action with Brendan Fraser and all them?
Oh, God, I remember that.
Also, The Howling. You and your horror movies. I'm sure you've seen that one.
Howling. Probably. It sounds familiar.
Damn, Gina.
If you don't shut up. Do I make you bad drinks?
That's a lot, though. Shit.
Oh.
Thought it was going to be half a drink. It's all right. And his wife is so cute.
She is.
She's the sweetest little thing. Jackie Joseph is her name. Most known for Small Soldiers.
Can I see her picture?
You want to see her? When she was young?
I think we're going to...
She's still around.
I know she is.
She was born in 1933.
She's in a movie that...
She is 86 years old.
We'll be talking about soon.
What?
If I'm not mistaken.
What is it? Police Academy? She's in that. Police Academy 4.
Ooh.
Citizens on
I
Patrol.
was going to say Citizens on Patrol.
She is also known for Little Shop of Horrors in 1960. Oh, she's in Police Academy 2 as well. She plays Mrs. Kirkland.
Okay. I haven't watched those in forever. I really need to
remember either.
Go back on those.
I'm definitely down to do...
Citizens on Patrol.
Well, just Police Academy movies in general.
We have to start from the first one.
But she played Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors.
Can't you hear it?
Uh-huh. Definitely.
Her little sweet voice.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mushnick.
Didn't know she could sing, but
I didn't know she could sing, but damn, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she was in this movie. She's in it for a very short period of time, but she leaves a mark.
She's so memorable in just that little bit of time, though.
Can I give you a fun fact?
About who?
About the set.
Yes.
So this house is on Wisteria Lane from Desperate Housewives. For people out there who are fans like myself.
No shit.
Yes.
Okay, that's at Universal.
Do you know what the real name of the street is called?
What is it?
Colonial Street.
Nice.
Because they have so many different houses that are on these blocks. Not just the ones that we see in Desperate Housewives, which they do show a nice selection of what it is. But they have some that look like these kind of mansions or little Tudor homes or whatever. So they have them to look like almost any neighborhood kind of deal.
Sure.
Housewives. And they've been using it for 60 years.
Yeah.
That's how long that they've been using it for TV and movies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Ain't that a bitch?
And you don't even realize it.
I tried to figure out whose house he was in. I was like, whose house on Wisteria Lane is this fool? Is the Gremlin house?
I never got into Desperate Housewives, but
Love
I
it.
have seen that street many, many times. And yeah, now it's much easier to recognize it in movies.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
they do a great job at hiding it. And a lot of those houses, there's only a number of houses that they actually film in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those houses are fake.
Yeah. And the ones that they film in, they all have different names for whatever. And some of them, like, there's a Leave It to Beaver house that they filmed Leave It to Beaver in. And they just, like, all of that shit, they have these houses, they're named after stuff.
Yep.
And, yeah, I kind of went in a little deep hole on that one. I was like, what are these houses? This is not just Wisteria Lane. Like, oh, my God.
It's so many things.
Yeah, so this movie feels familiar because not only is it Desperate Housewives neighborhood, but we go Back to the Future. So, yeah, big things happening on the street. I got one more for you, though.
What's that?
This was released on the same day as Ghostbusters.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So Gremlins went up against Ghostbusters.
Damn.
Ghostbusters.
That's a tough one to go up against.
I don't know how good Ghostbusters did. Amazing, but I mean, shit. As much as this movie
people
made,
went to see both.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Or back then, you could do a double feature. You can go to the drive-in and see Gremlins and Ghostbusters.
Ooh.
I'll bet you that's exactly what they did.
When they do that, they gotta split that. How do they?
I don't know.
How does that work?
I would assume so. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the producer side. Who knows?
I be thinking of questions.
Yeah. So, Corey Feldman is in this fucking movie.
I got a Hollywood close at the counter.
You met Corey Feldman?
I wish, but I saw him. I moved to San Francisco. I was there a month, and I was out partying with friends, and we crossed the street, and this Mercedes comes really close, and I look over, and fucking Corey Feldman's in the driver's seat, and I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking Corey! Hi, Corey! And he's like, hey, and he had 3 bitches in his car, and then he skirted away. Yeah.
Oh my god, Corey fucking Feldman. So
Yeah.
he plays Pete in this.
Mm-hmm.
I
can't drink with the ice in there.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
See, your problem is you got the ice below and above.
I do.
Mine's just slowly melting. I'm trying to be as patient as
I'm
possible.
gonna be patient.
Yeah, Corey Feldman plays Pete, and I love him in this. This is one of his first roles. If I'm not mistaken, this is his very first movie. No?
Before you met other Corey.
Before he met Corey Haim, yeah, for sure. Long before then. But let me see. Is this his first movie? No, he's been acting since 1978.
That's
Damn.
why people don't sleep on Corey when he says things about the industry, because he has been in this game as a baby to now.
Oh yeah,
he knows his
for
shit.
sure. He knows his shit.
People try to sweep under the rug
Hell
the things that
no.
he says, but
No.
what he says is
It's
the fucking truth.
absolutely true.
And it is scary and it's sad, and
Uh-huh.
I feel very sad for him and the other Corey, the things they had to endure.
Oh yeah,
And it is.
I truly believe him when
Yeah.
he says that he's in fear for his life.
Yeah, he just got shanked last year. Somebody people are trying to shut him up a lot, and he has been trying to make a documentary about all this shit, and it's not, people are shutting it down. This guy, he knows what he's talking about. He's telling straight facts. Mm-hmm. And anything he
Motherfuckers.
said, I would believe, because
Yeah.
he's been in the game too fucking long.
Yeah, it's no surprise.
He got nothing else to lose.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. And yeah, he's been acting since 1978. I can go down the list of his fucking movies, dude, just off the top of my head.
We will be
From
talking about Lost
Goonies
Boys.
to Stand By Me, to The Lost Boys, to Dream a Little Dream, to License to Drive. All these fucking movies, dude. Mm-hmm. And he's damn good.
Yeah.
He's a good fucking actor.
October, Lost Boys is coming.
Lost Boys, Frogger.
I'm so down. I love it. Glitter vampires.
I like that. I like the idea of Lost Boys for October.
Yeah.
And in this, you ever see Meatballs 4?
No.
It's stupid, campy. It's one of those movies that sells. It's meatballs.
Yeah.
So he plays a character named Ricky Wade, who is the savior of the camp because the camp is gonna lose its lease and this, that, and the other. He's also the most talented water skier that the camp has ever seen, and it's a lot like One Crazy Summer, but with a lot more boobs.
Oh.
Who
doesn't like boobs?
Right? Who doesn't like boobs? Boobs are great. These are early 90s boobs. With the high-waisted bikinis and
Where
stuff.
they pull it up over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't always understand that, but
I still don't. It never, no matter how skinny or fat I am, it never looked good on me. So I don't know.
Dude, he is Donatello in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
He's the voice of Donatello.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's what I said. Don't sleep on it. You've been in the game.
Mm-hmm. So in this movie, I really enjoy his he's almost he's got this innocence to him. I like seeing him when he's shooting the gremlins with his fucking
Yeah.
slingshot out the window and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's also one of the guys I'm glad. I wish they would have brought him back for part 2.
He cost too much
Probably by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he does a good job. I love him. He has a small part.
Mm-hmm.
He is funny, like playing when he first meets Gizmo, and then once he tries to like pet one of them, and then it's like,
Yeah.
he's like, fuck that shit, pretty much, and he
Yeah.
just like goes sits down.
I don't
like,
want one anymore, Billy.
Yeah, fuck your little new animal.
Yeah. He's got 2 projects in development right now.
Good.
One of them, I have no idea what it is. The other one, I'm very excited for. Well, actually,
What the fuck? You just gonna say that and then say nothing else?
yeah. I was going to say... I've been drinking. Leave me alone.
He's like,
This
I'm
shit
really
is
excited
fucking with
for
me.
it. That was it.
So the one that's in pre-production is called the live anthology Famous. So I
Okay.
think that's his
That might be that
documentary he's trying to
documentary.
make.
Good. 'Cause I'll watch it. I love it. I told you I love docs. I'm down.
The other one is called The Goonies 2.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, dude. Guess who the writer is? Chris Columbus.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Christopher Columbus dropping it. Did he write the first Goonies too?
I don't know if you wrote the first one, but yeah. So, 3 people are attached so far. Corey Feldman, Robert Davey.
Who's Robert Davis?
I don't know, some guy named Jake. Oh, Jake! He's the brother.
The
Yeah.
brother?
The brother in the Goonies.
The older brother?
The one that likes to sing all the time.
Oh, mom. He's like, you never let me finish. You fucking...
It's just like Mama Francis. She let me finish anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
He's like, I like this kid. I want him to keep going.
I like this kid, Ma.
One time.
Last
told
person that's
everything.
attached,
What?
Cyndi Lauper.
She better be singing.
I'm sure she
Good
will.
Baby,
She plays
good
Bean
enough.
Soup
Oh, she's
Annie.
in it.
She's in the movie, yeah.
good enough for me.
Maybe she plays a waitress. I don't know. So, we're down to our last 4 characters. 5 characters, technically.
Do you want a fun fact?
Yes.
Okay, so each Gremlins,
I want my ice to melt so I can drink my drink.
each
Look at
Gremlins
this
costs $30,000 to $40,000.
Oh my God.
I did not translate that into today's money, but I'm sure it's like
A shit ton.
probably close to 100. So, so these things were so expensive that security would check people's trunks on the way out of the studio to
Yup.
make sure they weren't hiding a gizmo in their motherfucking trunk.
Guess who got to check the most?
Black people.
No.
I was going to say the one black guy in town.
No, Zach, dude.
Because he wanted one.
No, because he was playing Billy.
So they just thought.
So he had more contact with them than anybody.
Oh, so they're always checking. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna steal one until the show's over, until we're done.
Right?
Then I'm gonna take one.
Dude.
Yeah. So they were not cheap.
No. Expensive puppets.
Expensive.
Damn, that's a lot of money for a puppet. And you know how many they fucking made?
They made a lot.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know how many they made for the first one, but I know the second one they made close to 300.
Oh my god! Wait. Since you were talking about fucking Police Academy, the black dude from Police Academy, the one who makes all the sound effects,
Okay.
he does the majority of the Gremlins like
Voices?
and stuff. I do believe
Really?
he's straight, and he does like background. I'm like,
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, since he's a fucking yes.
Okay, I got you. So Frances Lee McCain is your girl.
Yes.
She plays mom.
Yeah.
She always played the mom in the 80s.
I only have one fun fact, and that's that. On her.
So she is everybody's mom from the 80s. She is not Vern's mom, Gordy's mom in Stand By Me.
Okay.
You know, she is the girl's mom in Footloose.
Okay. she's the grandmother or the mom in Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly.
Where she's like, we just keep him in there because, he just loves his playpen.
Lorraine's
Lorraine's mom, yep.
Yeah, she plays everybody's mom, dude.
She everybody's mama.
And she's
a kick-ass mama.
Ain't nobody to fuck with.
I know. She will throw you in a blender, bitch. Don't get it twisted.
She's still doing her thing. She's still working. Her last movie came out in 2018, and she's got another one where her title is Mom.
I wonder what she's going to be.
That's her name. That's her character name is Mom, called Home Movies in 2019. It's in post-production.
Okay.
So Frances Lee McCain, we love you. You did a hell of a job. I actually like her little back and forth between her and her husband. Especially when they're like just sitting there so cute. Like, I don't think we can drink this coffee.
That came out like fucking oil.
What's wrong with this?
That'd be my dad. He'd be like, it's still good.
Fuck that. I'm not eating it. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
actually,
I'm not
you do say, I'm not eating that coffee.
That.
Because it's so solid that you'd have to chew it. Ugh. Hoyt Axton is his name. He plays the dad.
Love him. Got a lot of fun facts. Not a lot of fun facts, but.
What you got?
So he was known as a successful songwriter and a successful actor.
Interesting.
And I'm pretty sure you've heard like his biggest hit.
What is it?
He wrote a song for 3 Days Nights. Joy to the world. All the boys and girls. Joy to the people in the deep blue sea. And joy to you and me. No?
I just wanted you to keep going.
Oh,
shit.
You looked at
Get
me
it.
like you didn't know what I was talking about.
Get it.
To the world. All the boys and girls. Yeah, he wrote that one.
I don't know that song, though.
No? By 3 Dogs Nights?
I'm sorry.
Mom?
I'm sorry.
I know. See, I know. Okay, that's for your mom.
I know the Stones and I know the Beatles, but...
She's going to be like, you don't know 3 Dogs Night?
I'm in so much trouble right now.
Yeah, I'm not, because I knew the song. Yeah. He is...
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I used to think...
I'm going to get a text message.
I'm going to play it for you.
A week and a half.
Yeah. She's going to be pissed. He has... Like, I didn't understand why there was narration at the beginning and the end of the movie. But really, I don't give a shit because his voice is so awesome.
Voice,
That's
dude.
Literally, they probably just wrote that in. Like
he looks like Marlon Brando, but like old big Marlon Brando. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't have Marlon Brando's voice. He actually has like a thick man's voice.
I like his voice.
My dude passed away in 1999.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But I mean, he was born in 1938. Yeah. So he was 61 years old. That's too bad. That's not a long time.
He improv.
Not by today's standards.
No. He improv'd the majority of his lines. Which I feel like I could see, especially when he's like doing the sales pitch.
Yeah, you gotta have some freedom with stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So he was in Encino Man. He was in Forrest Gump.
Wait, who's he in Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump.
We done that one.
Yes, we have. So he gets a lot of credits nowadays for writing some shit. And it's usually for his music.
I was about to say, it's probably Joy to the World.
Oh, that's exactly what it is, Joy to the World.
So you have heard it.
Okay. Same thing for Encino Man, Joy to the World. Shit, I don't want to know all that. I want to know what stuff he's acted in. This is like the stuff that he's known for.
I told you why he's known, what he's known for. He's known as a successful songwriter.
Successful songwriter.
Yeah.
Well, he has also done 56 movies, so he's a successful actor as well.
Yeah.
One of his last big movies was We're No Angels with Sean Penn.
No.
You never seen that one? Oh, that one's funny. These fools are trying to get home, and they pose as angels because they're actually crooks.
Okay.
And he plays Father Levesque.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to give that one a...
But, yeah, I like him. I didn't realize how much music he had. But that makes a lot of sense because you see he's holding a guitar in his final profile picture.
Joy to... And that one shows up on commercials and shit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay, I gotta listen to that song now.
I'm gonna play it,
Shit.
and you're gonna be like, I have heard this.
I'm sure that's the case. It's just not coming to me right now.
And I think I did a good job on it, so that's on you.
Well, is Ashley asleep? Damn it.
Close. So
Well.
do you want a fun fact?
Give me that fun fact.
So they had the idea to use Snow White and Seven Dwarfs for the movie when they showed it in the theater because Disney released it on December 21st, 1937. So they thought it'd be a good nod to a Christmas holiday movie that might be playing around that time. And that's kind of how they picked Snow White, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie is them just...
But that was in 1937.
Yeah.
This movie's not set in 1937.
I understand that. But it was a movie that was during Christmas that wasn't considered a Christmas movie, I guess. But more of a holiday movie
I see.
that will be playing. Because if you put It's a Wonderful Life or some other Christmas movie on there, then it's definitely going to push you over that edge of it being a Christmas movie.
I see.
At least that's how I feel. So I feel like they used the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs because it's still warm and gives you that holiday feel without it being a holiday movie.
Okay. That makes more sense for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to introduce this next character or this next actress, so I'm just going to say Miss Phoebe Cates.
Yes. She's so cute.
Damn, is she cute.
What is with her crazy monologue in the middle of them like hiding out from fucking gremlins?
Dude, I thought that was a great monologue, though.
I know, it just feels weird in the movie.
Well, she's always anti Christmas.
I
That's
get
why
that.
she's working at the bar.
I get that. She
to
goes,
help
I
out.
don't celebrate
I don't
Christmas.
celebrate Christmas. And people like look at her differently because she doesn't celebrate Christmas. So they like kind of shun her.
Well, I don't like Christmas either,
and
bitch. I'm
she's
with
very
you.
secretive about it.
Yeah. I feel like in a small little town like that, someone would have heard about somebody's daddy stuck in a chimney.
I mean, it was probably 20 some odd years prior, it's not something that comes up in conversation very often.
That's true.
Anybody that knows about it was an adult back then, and they don't really talk too much about her. She doesn't come up in their conversation.
Her dad's an idiot, though. You think you can really go down a chimney? No one can go down a chimney.
Nobody goes down a chimney. What are you doing,
You
dude?
can't fit. You can't. It's not meant for you to go down. It's just not.
I thought she did a really good job in that monologue.
I do like it.
And I see why they placed it in there. It's probably, they stuck to the script in that aspect.
And that's how I found out that there was no Santa Claus.
There was no Santa Claus, yeah. So she did not act in too many projects, strangely enough. I don't know why.
Because she couldn't get a date because people were intimidated by her sexy awesomeness. She was like, fuck this. I can't do this forever. I don't know. I think that
Maybe.
she could have.
I don't know.
In her older age, she didn't...
But she got some great stuff. She was on a rise for a while. So she started with a movie called Paradise. And right after that, she booked Fast Times at Ridgemont High. She may have booked Fast Times at Ridgemont High first. I don't know. But right after Fast Times at Ridgemont High, she did a movie called Private School and then did Gremlins.
Okay.
And then she went on a string of movies until she did Gremlins 2 in the 1990.
Love it.
And then she did Drop Dead Fred in 91. That was a big movie back then.
I fucking love that movie.
Right?
Can we do Drop Dead Fred?
Drop Dead Fred did it, yo.
Oh. She was cute. She had a little bob going. Yeah.
Well, she had her bob because that's how she had her hair in
Gremlins 2.
Gremlins 2. So she
sure
straight
did.
up really did cut her hair.
She sure did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm about to watch both of those
But
this week.
she was gorgeous. She was talented. Unless she was difficult to work with, which I don't understand why she would, because apparently she is the sweetest person in the world, according to Zach Galligan.
That's probably why she quit. She's too sweet.
Maybe,
It's not for everybody. And if
sweet
you don't want to
people
be
get,
like that.
overlooked a lot of times. But I've always said that it takes a nice girl to play a bitchy girl, and that's exactly what the case was in Fast Times at Richmond High.
I don't think she was bitchy.
She's a little bitchy.
She was a high school student.
She was a high school student.
All high school
but she was
kids are
specifically
bitchy.
that type of like empowered, strong-minded high school student.
Fuck
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, she was the.
She had a job. She had friends. She fucking.
She's showing you how to.
She titties.
She did. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the thing back in the 80s. You weren't supposed to show your titties, because if you showed your titties, then people didn't take you as a real actress. I don't know.
There was titties in every movie in the 80s.
But not right out the gate. You establish yourself and you work your way up. Halle Berry didn't show your titties until Swordfish.
Yeah. That's a different time.
Long
Like
past.
I said, the 80s, it was, every movie had titties in the 80s.
Every movie did have titties in the 80s.
That was just a norm.
Yeah.
And by the time 2000, when Swordfish came out, titties were less. So yeah. Plus, she was smart for holding out because they paid her bank for those titties.
Yes, they did.
Like, she got an extra meal just because she showed her titties.
That's it?
In 2000,
would've
that's a
asked for
couple
two.
That's probably like 2 meals.
I would have said 2. You want to see both of them? That's going to be $2 million.
For 3 seconds, it literally is like you really don't even get a nice look at them.
Uh-huh.
Well, what are we talking about?
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe. Okay.
So her dad was a Broadway producer.
Oh.
She grew up in New York. She met her film agent at New York's Studio 54.
She was able to get in there.
I mean, she was, of age.
I'm just saying, it was a hard place to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think she was of age. She
didn't
was
be.
born in 1963, yet she filmed Fast Times at Richmond High in like 1980, 81, which means she was like 18 or 19 when she filmed the movie, and yet she already had an agent. Tell that. She snuck in. She got a fake ID.
Okay.
And that's
Studio
actually,
54 was not known for giving a shit about any of that.
That's true.
So
I was going to say.
she was just pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Of course she got in.
She got in.
Yeah. She said that she stayed away from the Gremlins, and it ended up scaring her. Like
Really?
when she would end up working with them, they were scaring her. Which I think I would have stayed away from them off set too, just so I wouldn't look at them too much. Some of her screams in, like, especially the bar scene are real screams, not just because of the Gremlins, but they had a cockroach infestation there.
No.
So there's like roaches all over, and it was just gross, and it was grossing her out and shit. Which I don't blame her on the screaming, because I do not like that at all. But yeah.
She was on 17 magazine when
Back
she
in
was
the fucking
15.
Days.
Yeah, she was a model before an actress,
She has a
and she was
beautiful,
on the
sweet
cover
face.
of 17 magazine with her like little braces and shit
Oh,
at 15.
She's cute. She has such a sweet face.
And she's still good friends with Jennifer Jason Leigh
Oh, okay.
after meeting her on Fast Times at Richmond High.
Sometimes you just get close to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her. And we will talk about her again in Fast Time.
Yes. So who do you think is the main character of this movie? Do you think it's Billy or do you think it's Gizmo?
Gizmo.
Okay. Well, then Zach Galligan plays Billy.
Okay.
He is now 64 years old.
Oh, really?
He got handsome. My dude grew into a face.
Okay.
You know?
I still see him.
Yeah. Still working, still doing his thing. He's got 5 projects in development right now. He is majority an actor. He's directed 1 time, but he's got 76 films and 26 TV credits. So, still doing his thing. I thought he did a good job in this. Personally.
Yeah.
You don't like him?
I don't know. I don't know if I didn't like the character or if I didn't like him.
Oh, he looks like our friend Steve.
He,
We got a friend that looks just like him.
like him now or
Like him now.
Back
Or no, back then. So our friend Steve, who's probably his age in the 80s, looks like him now. Especially with that curly ass
the little
hair.
Yeah, okay. All right. Do you know who was considered for the role of Billy?
Who was considered?
Judd Nelson.
Okay.
I don't know if I can see that. I never see him as a nice person.
Why?
Because I never see him in anything as a nice person.
What did he play? Oh, yeah. That makes... Okay.
Okay. This one, though, I think maybe might work. Emilio!
Emilio Estevez?
Yes.
The Mighty Duck Man.
I think that he might have done a good job.
You don't think Charlie could have done it?
Nah.
Charlie Sheen?
Nah.
No, Emilio maybe.
Still...
I don't think... You know what? Emilio is only 5'4", though.
Oh, he's too short.
And Zach Galligan is 5'10". And they might have already landed on Phoebe Cates, and she's is like 5'7". Yeah, so that's probably what happened, and Emilio couldn't do that.
Or maybe he was doing Outsiders. I don't know.
Maybe. He did. He
does a good job at Outsiders.
You know what? I'll say this. Emilio is doing just fine.
He's fine. He ain't doing no. He ain't worried about shit.
Fine.
He tips his hat every time you see him.
Does he really?
No. Do you know? You don't know?
No.
The Mighty Duck Man. I screamed out, Emilio! And he turns around and he tips his hat.
Okay. I'm sorry. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I'm sorry. It's Night at the Roxbury. Sorry. But anytime I hear Emilio, that's like literally...
I was like, Emilio!
The Mighty Duck Man himself.
Okay. Well, Zach Galligan...
Was he in anything else
still
besides part
gets
2?
asked, how Gizmo is, and gets quizzed on how to take care of Gizmo, and he says, yeah, Gizmo's fine. He's in his closet in a dark room, keeping him out of sunlight. No, I haven't fed him after midnight. No, it's nice and dry in that closet. He's fine. They still give him shit to this day.
I would ask you, I'm like, did you steal one of the fucking...
Dude.
Robots? That's the real question. I know Gizmo ain't in your closet.
No. And so Gizmo didn't have a voice when they were shooting the scenes, obviously.
Right.
So he was an animatronic. And so when he was acting opposite of Gizmo, like he would be talking to Gizmo, but all he would hear is like the movement of the machines. Like, and like, yeah, exactly.
I bet if you heard I want to hear the voice first. I'd be like, can you just give me like a little sample? Just
maybe they didn't have the voice yet.
Or I'd be like, what does he sound like? So that when I'm talking to him.
You know what he sounds like?
I do, but hold on. Hold on.
I'll tell you what he sounds like.
I'm going to give you a fun fact about Giz before we get to him. How about that?
How about, I'm ready for Giz.
So Gizmo looks so real that the dog was really scared when he opens the box. So where he's like growling at it, that was real.
Nice.
Because he popped out and was like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Love it.
That's cute.
Gizmo was small and he broke down a lot.
Aww.
And they would have problems with him on set. Yeah. Well, they didn't get to hear the cuteness and all that shit. So the crew...
Was
the
frustrated.
casting crew were very frustrated with Gizmo to the point that they made a list called Horrible Things to Do to Gizmo that included a shit ton of things that they could do to this cute, adorable Gizmo that we love so much, right? How fucked up is that? And one of the things that was on the list actually made it into the movie. To appease the crew members, which I believe was the dartboard scene where Giz is like on the dartboard and they're throwing the darts at him.
You ain't throwing darts at Gizmo though. That's $30,000 right there.
No, they're not destroying any of it, but it just they felt better. I assume they just felt better.
That's really funny.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, oh, the poor crew. They wanted to just be done with this shit. They can't.
I'm sure it held them back. I'm sure
A
it made
lot.
them go like
Slow.
16, 18-hour days because they couldn't get their shots like they wanted
I have to do the take over and over.
90% of this movie is night shoots.
Ugh, I know.
You know, everything is dark.
I hate dark movies, dark TV shows. Like, I love The Walking Dead, but God damn it, if y'all don't start putting lights in these woods so I can see people running around.
They do.
It is always super. I'm always like, what's going on? Who that in the dark? Like, you know?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. But they did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me, who's Gizmo?
Who do you... Gizmo is Mr. Howie Mandel.
Blew my mind when I did research on this. I had no clue.
Howie Mandel plays the voice of Gizmo. What the fuck?
Here's the thing.
Straight
As
up
soon as you...
Bobby's World.
As soon as you know that, you hear it instantly. You're like, oh, that... How did I not know that was him? It sounds like him.
I still can't hear it.
No?
Maybe I can't hear Howie Mandel's voice as much. I don't know.
I'm not going to say his voice, but it does have a hint of Bobby in it.
Oh, okay.
And
I gotta
that's what I
rewatch
think
Bobby's World if that's the case.
Yeah, like the way Bobby had that like high pitch kind of like, it has a hint of it in there. So once I realized it was him, I was like, bitch, you didn't notice that?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Howie Mandel plays the voice of Gizmo. The rest of it is animatronic. But, damn it, if it's not the cutest little doll in the world,
I want to Giz.
I'll take a Gizmo over a Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. You don't want a bear that talks?
Nah. I'd take Ted.
I would take Ted over
Ted is
Teddy
dope.
Ruxpin. Yeah. So I don't have to put a cassette tape in you.
You're my best friend. Sorry,
yeah.
that was weird.
So
that happens. It's still in there.
Yeah, where they hug. Howie Mandel does the voice. He also kind of didn't know what he was getting into. They didn't really give him guidance on what they wanted the voice to do. I think they just showed him a clip or two, or they showed him what Giz looked like, and he kind of came up with this.
He just found it on his own?
Kind of found it.
That's really cool.
Another reason that this movie might have done so well, especially overseas, is because he dubbed all of his lines again in different languages.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Saying it like phonetically, and it just adds a nice little to it.
Mm-hmm.
For
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Vin Diesel did that for I Am Groot also.
He just says the same word over and over in different language.
So many times.
That's okay.
Yeah, like even when he was coming to walk into the recording studio, he was wearing stilts to get the feeling of being a giant tree.
I guess he's not that tall.
He's not, but more so, you're playing a giant tree, so he's wearing like these giant walking things.
I would have fucking
So he's walking around like 12 feet tall.
If anything, I would just go climb in a nice tree and just sit up there for a while. I ain't about to twist an ankle to do voiceover work.
So, yeah, that's all I got for Gremlins.
I feel like I got another one somewhere. Let's see. Well, yes, I do. So, Gizmo, do you want to know how he gets his name?
How?
Because
never mind.
Because
the inventor?
Are you gonna let me tell you now? You're like, I don't know, and then you interrupted me.
I'm like trying to think of it, like.
Okay, so yes, Gizmo gets his name because he used Randall's bathroom buddy, and a scene that's deleted.
Okay.
And it was like, oh, look at this cute little Gizmo. And that's how he got his name. From messing around with his Gizmo.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. And that, my friends, it's Gremlins.
That's Gremlins.
What's your favorite part?
Favorite part of Gremlins? Probably a tie between Gizmo saying bye-bye woof woof.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And like saying bye to Billy, that's really sweet.
He's like, bye.
Bye-bye woof woof. And when Mrs. Deagle gets launched out the fucking window.
Yeah. Oh, I got into fun fact.
That bitch had it coming.
All of that greedy ass bitch cats are named after money. Cause she greedy.
No shit.
One called like Old Dollar Bill.
That's
and then there's
true.
like, I think there's one like yen or something like that. They're all like different forms of money.
That's
so
crazy.
There's probably a peso in there or something, you know?
The runt of the litter.
Yeah. But yeah, all her cats are named after money if you listen to that. So.
All right, I'm going to down this shit, and then we're doing this scene.
No, we're not. Because you know what time it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Z for the people. Woo! Look at that face. You know that was good.
Blah.
I'm
about to get weird.
It is about to get weird. So I kind of had a hard time figuring out what the fuck Z to people to do for this one.
They don't have a gremlin prevention
They don't.
charity?
No.
Yeah.
But I did think of another one.
They don't have a Preserve Wisteria Lane charity?
Oh my god. Save the clock tower. I wish there was one of those because you know I would have found that.
I donate to that shit.
Save the clock tower.
Shit. Universal has plenty of money.
They don't need my money. So what I decided to pick on is if gremlins were real, they would need to be protected, especially gizmos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Definitely.
So in that case, I decided to talk about the World Wildlife Foundation.
Oh, that's a good
The
one.
WWF Foundation. And they've been
Not
around...
the WWII.
No. They've been around
Freaking Mr. Futterman.
They've been around since 1961, which I did not know.
Okay.
Back in the time where there was no organizations to save endangered animals. And this organization saves animals that are in the desert, they're in the rainforest, in the water, in fresh water, in the snow, pretty much anything. And they're one of the biggest foundation of this kind. So you most likely have heard of them or have donated to them already. But I thought that we would give them a little shout out because they help so many different animals. And you can go on and you can either just donate money to just like help, or you could adopt an animal.
Nice.
So if you want to adopt an elephant or a panda bear or a shark or a meerkat, I saw those on there. You can, and you donate. I think this would be a really good gift, especially for children who love a certain type of animal. If they love giraffes,
yeah, that'd be really cool.
This kid can adopt a giraffe, and they send them a certificate that you have adopted one. They send you a goodie bag. You get a stuffed animal of whatever animal that you adopted, and a bunch of cool stuff.
And you get updates of how the animal's doing.
How they're doing, and all these things like that. So I think that's a cool gift. And once my nieces are set on an animal, I think donating, I think it's like $55, like total. And I think that is well worth it. And a kid feels like they're helping, and you're really helping.
Yeah.
So
help bring up children's empathy levels.
Yeah. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, this would be such a cool gift for like a kid who loves elephants or there's just so many animals. I didn't even make it through the animals that they like you can adopt, but they got them in there. Sloths. You want a sloth? You can adopt one. $55.
Kristen Bell, I'm sure, has adopted a number of sloths.
I'm just so happy. He's coming for the party. He's coming. One of my favorite things.
So cute.
So yeah, go to the worldwildlife.org and donate or adopt something because animals need your help, especially cute little gizmos. They didn't have any gremlins on the list yet. Well, that's my Z for the people. Woo!
Yeah, I know your timing.
You don't know my timing.
I got your timing.
I'm gonna switch it up next time and be like,
I got your timing now.
I'm gonna be like Z for the people.
I won't finish that line because it's a dirty line.
You dirty ass son of a.
I can't say that to you.
Okay,
but
so
it's directed at Charlie Sheen and it's a baseball movie.
Okay.
For those of you who know that line, hit us up at lightscameracocktailnos
Cocktails.
at gmail.com. Let us know if you were right.
And send us your Hollywood close encounters. Follow us on Instagram.
I can't get it out. I
Follow us
want
on-
that cherry, but I can't get past the giant whiskey ball. Cocktails.
So join us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify and Podbean, Podcast,
Castbox, Google
Castbox,
Play,
Google Play,
Apple Podcasts, wherever
iTunes.
the fuck
Find
you listen
us.
to podcasts.
Tell a friend about it. And yeah, come.
I
to
know I
us.
always say that we're on everything except Pandora. I gotta check Pandora and see if we're on there, because Pandora's doing more and more podcasts nowadays. Maybe we're on there. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't checked.
We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you on the next episode.
Yep.
Speaking of the next episode, you ready? Are you ready? Ready
for
to
the
scene this, baby?
I guess so.
I downed that shit quick. I feel good.
You are feeling great. I am feeling tired. Jason especially made me climb a mountain today.
I didn't make you do shit. I
And
walked
I'm
out the
kinda
room
tired.
and you had on my shoes.
I did.
That was not my fault.
And you know what was my fault? For saying yeah to go.
Yes!
Yes! What are we doing in that movie?
Soon.
Okay. So, next week's movie is about to be amazing.
Next week's movie is last week's movie.
It's last week. You guys,
Y'all are getting a double whammy this week.
yeah, so technically this week's second movie is,
We're drinking extra for you this week, people. Because we owe you this one.
we do.
This is an IOU episode.
I owe you.
You're welcome. All right, let's do this. Come on. You ready to get your character on?
Yes.
Find him. Find him. Where is he? There he is. Oh, wait, I got to find mine, too. Okay.
Where is he?
I'm playing two characters. I have internal bleeding.
Guys, I have to tell you something. Last night on the roof, I slipped something in our Jägermeister.
What?
I'm sorry, I fudged up.
You drugged us?
No, I didn't drug you. I thought it was ecstasy.
Who told you it was ecstasy?
The guy I bought it from at the liquor store.
Why would you give us ecstasy?
I wanted you to have a good time, and I knew you wouldn't take it. It was just one hit each. I used to take 3 hits a night.
But it wasn't ecstasy, Alan. It was roofies.
You think I knew that, Stu? The guy seemed like a real straight shooter.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the guy at the liquor store wasn't a good guy?
All right, let's just calm down.
You fucking calm down. He drugged us. I lost a tooth. I married a whore.
How dare you? She's a nice lady.
Fuck you.
Yeah, okay. That was good. I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
And you guys are going to love this movie.
Yes, you gonna fuck on me.
How can you?
Nobody's gonna fuck on you. I hate Godzilla too.
I hate Godzilla. He destroys everything. I hate
Come on,
him.
this isn't your fault. I'll get you some pants. All right, you guys, we're out of here.
Yes.
I'm thoroughly drunk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make fun of Ashley on the couch because she's thoroughly drunk too by this time. We will see you guys right here next week on a brand new episode of Lights, Camera, Cocktails.
Cocktails.